So I hadn't planned on doing an outro video, but I was like, I'm a little dressed up. I got some makeup on. I don't normally put makeup on just because I'm lazy. Let's be real. But yeah, no, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Because this is my first like full gouache painting. I've used watercolors before, so I was so excited to finally get into this medium. It does what I want. So I'm so excited to do more. And yeah, thank you just for sticking around and watching the full thing. I'm hoping to put out a lot more. I got some unedited ones over on Patreon if you're at all interested, or if you're interested in getting a postcard. This is April's. For next month, for May, I do believe I'm going to do Mermaid, since it's going to be Mermaid, and why not? I might as well do it, plus I like mermaids. But overall, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait to do more. Just thank you. I will also put up my one Patreon. Thank you so much. I know who you are, and I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see more. So that way I just, I have a good reason to keep going and doing things. And also thank you for watching this. If you liked it, I also appreciate that. I'll have links below. And yeah, I will see you with more. I'm already getting started on the next one, so I'm so excited. I'll put that up in case you want to see more. All right, I'll see you later.